Hi everyone, welcome to our National Cleaning Week. Today is going to be our Ask a Salesman panel discussion. So just to get started, going to introduce ourselves. I'm Brian Larson.
Adam Hultman.
Matt Staats.
And we're going to be going through a series of, I think, 8 questions that we were given in terms of just different things within your customers' cleaning facilities, just different things that you guys can do, some knowledge on how to clean or different types of cleaning. So all 3 of us are going to be answering a couple different questions here for you.
The biggest difference between cleaning and disinfecting is the art of cleaning is to emulsify the dirt, germs, everything that are on a surface with a cleaner to then wipe them up and eliminate those off of the surface. Now, they're not going to disinfect or kill. That's what the disinfecting section is for, is when that is applied, that is actually killing the microorganisms that are on the surface. Now, you do have multiple disinfectants that are an all-in-one, so it will do the cleaning and the disinfecting for you. So you can spray, allow it to dwell the amount of time needed to kill whatever virus it is that you're looking to kill, and then you can use your microfiber and wipe that surface accordingly to then remove all of those from the surface. So then you're cleaning and disinfecting at the same time. We also offer a disinfectant cleaning wipe that does the same thing, which will kill, disinfect, and clean all in one use.
So the main thing that I hear with customers, whether it be school districts, hospital, retail, restaurant, anything like that, one of the big things we hear is that they just don't have the time to clean every square inch of their facility, which that's something that we've discussed in depth in terms of how to get the majority of your cleaning done in the most efficient amount of time that you can. And the main thing that we talk about in terms of, especially now with COVID-19, is making sure on a daily basis that we're hitting all of our high touch points. So that's going to be in schools, it's going to be your door handles, it's going to be your desks. In the restrooms, it's going to be cleaning the urinal handles, the sinks, things of that nature that you're touching every single day. But we try to emphasize you're not going to be able to clean every square inch of your facility, but in terms of preventing the spread of COVID-19, making sure that we touch those high traffic area spots on a regular basis is going to help to bring that spread of COVID-19 down. I think the one thing that COVID-19 has really done is open the eyes of just your everyday consumer in terms of how important cleaning has become. So I think the future of cleaning, I think, is going to be one that gravitates towards something that's going to be very efficient in time, but also gets the highest level of cleaning possible. So I think you're going to really see an increase in equipment, whether that be through electrostatic sprayers, whether that be through things such as a Kaivac, where we can go in and we can actually remove the soil from restrooms and be quick and efficient at doing that. So I really think the future is going to come down to finding ways to become more efficient while still getting the highest quality of cleaning possible. So I think, we're going to move away from things such as, the mop and bucket, from things that take more time, and we're going to try to find ways that we can, again, be efficient, but also knowing that our services are clean and protected from the spread of whether it's COVID-19, flu season, anything of that nature. So I do think there is a positive in terms of the future of cleaning, and that it's opened our eyes to just how important it is. And I think that in the future, we're going to find new and innovative ways to help our customers out.
With the pandemic with COVID-19, obviously we've learned that is more of a transported via air on water droplets. And with air dryers, obviously what that's doing is it's taking the air and making that move at such a high rate of speed. So for COVID, for example, if you do cough and use the hand dryer, that is then spreading that virus exponentially further. So obviously you don't want to do that. And then the second would be because the air that's going through the hand dryer comes from inside the restroom. So if you are drying your hands while somebody is flushing the toilet, you are then using that air and the water coming from the toilet into your hand dryer and putting them on your hands that you just washed, which then negates the fact that you just washed your hands. So it's a lot cleaner to use paper towel in order for you to maintain the sanitized hands that you just used for the soap, and better for the environment because you're not spreading germs and viruses throughout the restroom to other patrons.
So for general purpose, I would recommend our pH 7 floor cleaner. It's going to be a neutral pH floor cleaner, so it's not going to dull any of your finished floors. It's also going to still be great for concrete, other different types of surfaces, hard surfaces for you. We also have our pH 7Q product, which is still going to be a disinfectant added onto our normal pH 7, so it's still neutral. But at the same time, you're going to get a COVID kill of 10 minutes with that product, and you're still going to be able to disinfect your floors, but still not ruin the finishes on them.
Dilution control is actually very important when it comes to using chemicals in any sort of cleaning environment. First off, if you're not measuring it and you're just glugging it or dumping it, you're wasting the chemical, so you're throwing your money out the window. The second would be if you're over diluting the incorrect chemical, then you could have a high amount of acid content, which would then ruin things like faucets and any other hard non-porous surfaces that you would be cleaning. Or, for example, quaternary-based disinfectants have been extremely high on the use now with COVID on floors, so that you're not transferring COVID from the floors in a restroom into a hallway into another room and so on. But that has caused some issues because people are not diluting it correctly. What they're doing is they're just dumping it in thinking more is better, which never is the answer. And so two typical things have been happening with that. The first one would be a quat yellowing. And so if you have too much of a quaternary disinfectant on a surface, that can cause the surface to then yellow because it's a high alkaline. It can also weaken the surface, the protecting surface that is on your floor. So that could be causing marks in the floor. It's not protecting well against heavier items being rolled on the floor. So there's scuff marks could be a little bit more damaging. It can cause premature wear, abrasions, tears, indentations, things of that nature. So what you can do for that is a couple things. One, dilute it correctly. That's what you want to do first and foremost. Secondly, what you can do is use a neutral quaternary disinfectant. We have a product called pH 7Q and pH 7Q Dual, both which are a neutral pH, which are exactly designed for the floors. And because they're diluted at a ½ ounce a gallon, you're putting very minimum chemical on the floor, but it's still allowed to do its job to kill COVID and any other viruses that you have, along with allowing you to clean the floors correctly and not weaken the finish. You can also use an alternative product like our GE Fightback RTU, which is a citric acid based, so you don't have that quaternary in there, but it still is effective on the COVID virus and also does not affect the finish of the floor. The second main issue that they're having with the over dilution is quat walk off. What that means is, again, people are over diluting, so you're putting way too much chemical on the floor, and then when it's wet, people would walk on it, and then that quaternary would stick to their shoes, and they'd walk onto, say, a carpet. And now the carpet will absorb that chemical and attract more dirt and more things to it, so it makes the carpet dirtier, actually, than cleaner, and you see that film walking off from one floor to the other. So to prevent that, same thing. One, you want to make sure you're diluting correctly, and two, make sure you're using a neutral cleaner, so like a pH 7Q or a pH 7Q Dual, or even our GE Fightback, which has the citric acid in it. That will help minimize any sort of transfer. If you do have a transfer issue and you've already seen wear in the carpet or excessive amount of dirt, we recommend Fiber Pro Esteem to go through and clean all of that out of there and get rid of all of those positively charged chemicals so that it stops attracting so much dirt into there. And you can use that in a regular carpet extractor that we have here.
Yeah, so kind of piggybacking off of Adam's last question in terms of the importance of dilution, I would say the majority of the chemical that we sell to our our customers comes in the form of fast draw. So a lot of customers don't have it, but just kind of going a little bit into our fast draw system. Betco has come out with a system. They're 2-liter bottles and they're metered at the top, so you can't spill. And the only way that you can draw from that chemical is if you put it into our fast draw dispensers. Now they come with a single unit dispenser and they come with a 4-unit dispenser. The great thing about this product is it dilutes at the correct dilution ratio every single time. So if it's a 1/2 ounce per gallon, it's going to dilute it a half, and that's measured on the tip of the chemical. If it's a 2 ounce, it's going to have a different configuration on the tip, and it's going to dilute out at 2 ounces a gallon. So that's our most popular option. The only issue we run into with the fast draw a lot of is if a customer does not have a closet that has a slop sink or some sink that we could hang a dispenser above. And then we have 2 other options for that. One would be the fast dose, which comes in I believe it's a 2-liter bottle as well. And at the top, it has a measuring cup that you squeeze the bottle, it fills it up to measure out exactly, and then we pour it into our mop and bucket, into our auto scrubber, whatever it may be. But again, it gives us the proper reading rather than just glugging. By squeezing that bottle, pours out 2 ounces, I pour it in, I know exactly how much chemical I'm getting. So that's the second option. And then our third option is actually brand new. Betco had just come out with it. It's called the Fast Pack. So essentially, if you've got concentrated gallons, or if you don't want to go to the fast draw or the fast dose, this is a really good option if you have concentrated gallons, concentrated quarts. Essentially what it is it has a draw straw that you would put into the top of your quart bottle, that can then be used to pour out and dilute the proper amount of chemical. So that's something that we can use, again, if you don't have a sink, you don't have somewhere with water, running water, allows you to put it over top of, a pine quat disinfectant that is a concentrate, so would need to be diluted. It goes right into the top of our quarts. You pour it, it's going to fill up the bottle, and then you can then open the cap, and then you can pour that chemical right out into your, again, water, into your mop bucket or into your auto scrubber. So they do sell it individually with the Fast Pack straw, but they also do sell kind of a Fast Pack kit. So a lot of times if people are looking for certain chemicals, especially in this COVID-19 world, they do have a kit that comes with 2 pH 7 floor cleaner quarts, a pine quat disinfectant quart, a Spectaculoso multi-purpose cleaner quart, a Top Flight all-purpose cleaner, and then a clear image glass and surface. So again, all of those would be diluted out with this draw straw, and it's a way that we can make sure we're getting the exact dilution ratios every single time, so we're getting the proper cleaning.
So we're running a few promotions this week for National Cleaning Week. We are currently having discounts on all of our Clario soaps and sanitizers. So our Clario dye-free, antibacterial, and then also our sanitizer products in the 1,000 milliliter bags. We have discounts on. And then all these promotions from National Cleaning Week are going to be running through the end of today. Also, we're having a discount on our Flex wipes and our Betco GE Fight Back wipes, and also in the refills and the canisters for both of those. We're also having a Paya hand sanitizer discount. So with this one, you buy one, you get two, or you get another one free. And so this is kind of personal foaming hand sanitizer, great for use at your desk. We're also having a discount right now on our Hard as Nails floor finish. So you get discounts if you buy 20, 30, 40, or 50 plus pails. So the more you buy, the bigger discount that you get. And then the last one really isn't a promotion we're running, but we are having a Kaivac live Zoom demo, which is going to be on Tuesday, April 13th, and also the 20th at 10 a.m. And so what this allows you to do is to hop on and have the Kaivac team bring you through a guided demo. It's going to just make things easier because a lot of times it's hard to get all the right people in place when you want to do a demo. Sometimes, so-and-so can't make it, or the person who's actually making the decisions is not able to be there. So this allows everybody to still stay in their offices or in their workplaces, but still get to see what the Kaivac can do in action. And so it really makes things more efficient. a lot faster and allows you to see, what the Kaivac no-touch system can really do for your restroom cleaning, and also some of your other larger areas where you're trying to really clean the surfaces of your fixtures without having to touch stuff, and just to move, you don't want to move the dirt and the soils around. So definitely something that I would recommend signing up for. It allow you to really see what the Kaivac can do and see if it's something that it would work well in your facility.
So thank you guys all for watching in on this, I guess, the salesman panel that we had going on. If you have any questions, whether it be about certain chemicals or you have any follow-up questions to any of these questions that were asked, please feel free to email Caroline or email any one of us, and we'll make sure that we can get that taken care of.